I think every football fan would like to see his team emulate what Liverpool does whenever they are into for a signing. Remember, they just found themselves in a situation of really breaking or triggering the 70 million euro clause on Friday night. So Szoboszlai headed for medical yesterday, and today Liverpool have gone ahead to unveil Dominik Szoboszlai as their new number 8 at Liverpool. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss that on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And this is Rokani David. We're also talking about Calvin Phillips, Newcastle trying to monitor the situation, and lastly there is something concerning Lukaku, as Inter Milan expected to contact Chelsea in this coming week that starts tomorrow. So Szoboszlai has gone ahead to sign for Liverpool. He has gone ahead and really said a lot about this Liverpool side, and is going to wear shirt number 8. It was a here we go by Friday, and as it stands right now, everything has gone on as planned for the Liverpool side, and they've gone ahead to unveil the player today around lunchtime. So let us show you a little bit of how Szoboszlai really looked at Liverpool. That is Szoboszlai, shirt number 8, showing us the back of the shirt number 8, and that is Szoboszlai for you. Don't into a full kit of Liverpool and into the latest match that was really revealed by Mohamed Salah and Cody Gakpo. I think it was on Wednesday. That is Szoboszlai doing the needful for the side of Liverpool, but he had some things to say after he signed up for Liverpool, and these are some of the quotes he threw on to us, and they're looking so much important for you guys. He said, I'm joining an historical top club. I'm very happy. The last 3 or 4 days were really long. It was not easy. I'm finally here, and I really want to tell Liverpool fans that I can't wait to see them at Anfield. Can't wait to get started. That is Szoboszlai for you. And he said it's really good. I really enjoyed the last few days. I can't wait to get started. Then he said it's a historic club, and he can't wait to really face the fans of Liverpool. Now we look at Szoboszlai. He plays as a central attacking midfielder, and he went ahead to score very many goals. Not very many, but his goal involvement for RB Leipzig and his national team of Hungary has been really immense, that everyone was really looking at him this transfer window. And the way Liverpool went in and really swept in for this deal just showed us how competent they are when it comes to really getting these deals over the line. When you look at Liverpool, they've been facing midfield problems all over the season, and they've gone ahead to really catch up what we call the rebuild. Very many people some Liverpool fans were calling in for the sacking of Jurgen Klopp, and we all knew that Jurgen Klopp couldn't get sacked because the FSG ownership of Liverpool knew exactly what it was needed to really improve this club, and they've gone ahead to back him, having missed out onto Jude Bellingham to Madrid. And the reason was that they never qualified for the Champions League. If Liverpool were into the tie of the Champions League positions, I think they wouldn't have gone ahead to pull out of this deal, because their income has gotten a reduction of close to 80 million pounds, as they've gone ahead to average that much every season. They've gone ahead to play in this Champions League side. So as it stands, Liverpool were knocked out by Real Madrid at the quarter-final stage, and Real Madrid was knocked out by Man City, who won the Champions League. So they've gone ahead to get Szoboszlai. I really believe he's a very good signing. 70 million euros, that is like 61 million pounds coming in from Liverpool to the RB Leipzig side. So we wait and see how that pans out for the player, but I really anticipate that he's really going to be having a very beautiful season at Liverpool, because he is good. He is good. Looking at him play is just one of those things that you would like to fancy day in, day out, as he's a joy to watch that will keep you off the edges of your seat. So Szoboszlai is going to wear shirt number 8, and is going to say something about Steven Gerrard, that he loved Steven Gerrard, and he has a tattoo of Steven Gerrard onto his body. He grew up looking up to him, and he thanks God that it's finally karma for him, as he has gone ahead to really experience exactly what he dreamed about, playing for this club of Liverpool. Looks like he's a fan of Liverpool, And Szoboszlai is a red, and he's going to be playing in at Liverpool for the next 5 years, as a contract was signed yesterday. Now, leaving Szoboszlai there, let's get to the Newcastle side, as Man City is trying to clean up its house. Newcastle looks like they're really so much observant onto the situation of Calvin Phillips. And Luke Edwards, Northern football writer for The Telegraph and BBC podcast, has told us that Newcastle are keeping a close watch on Calvin Phillips' situation at Manchester City in case he's told he can leave later this summer. So Newcastle are really an elite club when it comes to recruitment, and however much they've brought in Sandro Tonali, looks like they want to really strengthen their midfield. They went in for Scott McTominay, but it looks like United are really adamant on really selling the player, and they're looking in for extra options. Having brought in Sandro Tonali, they're looking in for Calvin Phillips. What does it mean? There are some players at Newcastle whose jobs are not safe. Is it Joe Wellington? Is it Murphy? Is it Willock, and very many others? Because the way they are looking into strengthening their midfield looks like they don't fancy the midfielders available at a side of Newcastle. But Calvin Phillips, to me, I just understand that he's really a very good player. And on this channel, I've on several occasions come and told you that if at all both Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice are really having a best of their seasons, I think Calvin Phillips looks better a player or a bowler than Declan Rice. And I've gotten ahead to get very many people opposing my narrative. But to me, I see Calvin Phillips as a better bowler than Declan Rice. But the problem is his debut season at Man City has been really off because they signed him in the summer of 2022 and he underwent lots of surgeries. But let's wait and see whether this season he fights to get into the lineup of Man City. But I don't see Pep Guardiola selling this player. Having missed out on Declan Rice, lost Ilkay Gundogan, and he might be losing Bernardo Silva, I don't find him in the situation of getting out of the club, because the midfield of Man City would have gone ahead to really lose. And I understand they've got in Mateo Kovacic, but that's not enough. That's not enough for that midfield of Man City and the team that's gone ahead to play close to 70 games a season. And you're obviously coming through and fancy that Man City might really keep the player because of his talent and what they see in him. Like you saw Jack Grealish, the first debut season was really bad. This season, at least, gonna hate to show us flashes of what he's all about at Manchester City. That is it coming in from Newcastle, still monitoring the English international. That is Calvin Phillips, and there comes Lukaku into the mix, who closes up our podcast today. And we are being told by Fabrizio Romano that Inter Milan are expected to contact Chelsea again next week in order to advance on Romelu Lukaku deal. A new round of talks could take place after signing Brazovic deal. New approach expected to be for a loan move with a buy clause and potential payment in installments. So I understand if there is one thing that Inter Milan is dying to do, is to keep Romelu Lukaku, because he has been one of those players that has gone ahead to make some good money for them. Having signed him for £75 million from Man United, they sold him back to Chelsea at 95 profit made, and they want to sign him at a lesser fee than what Chelsea want. But they are contemplating for a loan from Chelsea, and I think Chelsea are going to go ahead and really do it, because I've just seen Fabrizio put up a video on YouTube that Chelsea want to really see more 10 players quit, having let Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, Aubameyang, Ziyech, though he failed the medical, Edouard Mendy and Kalidou Koulibaly, those are close to 8 players, leave the side of Chelsea. They want to offload some other 10, meaning that the number might escalate up to 18 to see to it that they really put their team back in order. So let's wait and see how Chelsea really adds Lukaku onto the exit list and see how he's going to benefit the side of Inter Milan amidst him snubbing all those calls coming in from the Saudi Super League. So, your thoughts on Szoboszlai signing for Liverpool are welcome in the comment section below. And what do you make about Calvin Phillips being monitored by Newcastle? And lastly, Romelu Lukaku contacts by Inter Milan to Chelsea are anticipated this week. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God protect you abundantly. Me out.